Been one of those.
What an extraordinary afternoon. The defending champion is 3 frames behind against Ken Doherty.
Better break off from Ken this time. Only forced to play the safety. If there's a slight angle on this, Ken will be going for it. Be playing with top spin. Oh, he got some unwanted right-hand spin on that. He's been very lucky to even get down the table. Okay, there's a red down there, but this is a horrible shot for Ronnie to have to play. Very missable.
One.
No, it's a great pot.
4-1 down. And the balls he's missed in this match so far, that was a lot harder than it looked.
And even though Ronnie's not been much of a part in this match, he won't be giving up. He'll be showing great character out there, I'm sure. He'll know he's very much alive in the game. He's just got to kickstart the engines.
Well, he's missed 2 or 3 of these medium range pots, and by a long way in this match so far. And again, make no mistake, he's under it in this match.
Yeah, by Ronnie's standards, that's another long miss. He's not even wobbled it in the jaws. On occasions, Ronnie has talked about his long game not being up to scratch. Certainly doesn't seem to be that great today anyway, but in general this season he's been fantastic. So this performance so far has come out of the blue, really. Of course, form is one of those elusive things. It can always come and go, but occupational hazard of not knowing when you're going to throw in a bad one. Mark Selby saying he was playing well in practice and didn't know where the performance came from in his first round loss against James Cahill. So everybody's vulnerable.
You can see a selection here. Very unlike runs. This is the worst one of the lot. A straight pot. Decelerated, cured right across it, even though that was left-handed. You know, butchered that one as well. And this one, they're not even getting close. So it doesn't matter who you are. When you're missing balls by that far, it doesn't do your confidence any good.
Well, Ken has got a big fish on the line here. And Ronnie is really struggling. Ronnie's going to have to graft his way back into this game. And he's going to need some help, I think, from Ken. If Ken can keep the standard up, then he's on the brink.
One.
Not going to be an easy break. Black out of commission. Possibly could use the red that's nearest the black
Green
spot
ball
to get the black into play, but that's made it even worse. End of break, I think. Well, perhaps not.
4.
Thought that cue ball had travelled on a bit further, so a little deft screw back, avoiding collision with the reds. He should be able to get on the blue. Oh, miscue, one of those strange miscues.
Ken Doherty. 4.
He'd have been putting a bit of side spin on there as well as backspin, and time for that to happen.
One.
And will a miscue be the help that Ronnie O'Sullivan needs from his opponent?
Well, not as we see this miscue again. It's not the easiest chance in the world for Ronnie O'Sullivan to score. Pink and black out of commission. And I cued that one very well. Almost too well.
Four.
It's a top spin. Check side. It's not often you say about Ronnie O'Sullivan, but he needs to get in and pot a few balls to get a bit of rhythm going.
Five.
Now, I wonder if he's got an angle to possibly go into the reds round the black, or even into the bunch. He just missed the yellow. Hit the side cushion just before the middle pocket. Trying to make something happen.
9.
Very unlucky there not to get a better split. Is he going to try and develop the black? Don't think. It's too risky, surely. Screwed across the face of it, keeping the cue ball in open play. Couldn't get right
10.
side of the blue, but he's keeping the break going. And even though you can't tell from Ronnie O'Sullivan's body language, he's always very alert and very fluent around the table. He's sort of on the ropes a bit here, so it'll be fascinating to see how he copes. Wouldn't have expected Ken to come out so sharp today. So a few questions asked of Ronnie O'Sullivan.
15.
Still not an easy break to be made here.
16. $20. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 20.
Well, missed the red by some way. He has covered it. Wasn't ideal on the red. It wasn't the easiest shot. May not have got the best of contacts either. It went a bit thick, perhaps. Every chance that this could become a tactical battle at the end of the frame. Those 4 reds on the top cushion. But a lot to be done before we get to that stage. It's going to be a bit of a tricky, strange safety shot. Ken's got to play. He can't really get back down the table, can he? Doesn't want to with that red over the right corner. So a containing shot of some stage, sort, dropping onto the top cushion. Wouldn't wanted to have played this, but that's perhaps all he could have played. He's left it though. Poor shot.
Blind pocket shot, so not a gimme. And again, just say that's a long way off.
One.
Perilously close to the middle pocket there. Ken heart in his mouth watching it and realising he was going to be okay. Can he make something happen with this break? A little bit of a flick of his bridge hand on that shot as he played it, sort of tried to finesse it in. He's underhit it because of that, perhaps. Tough shot. Just
6.
underhit it again, though. Not played with great authority. Not enough speed on the cue ball to make the right side of the pink, so he's caused himself problems here quite quickly in this break.
And Doherty, 12.
Good safety shot. You just feel he needs an easy chance, Ronnie O'Sullivan, with everything in the open, just to get his cue arm going. And the moment these frames, when you're 4-1 behind, 4-1 in front, you don't care how the frames go. 4-1 behind, you need things to be a lot more simple, straightforward.
Ken would have been delighted to see that cue ball go behind the brown. A tap on the table from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Looks to be a miss.
Foul and a miss. Ken Doherty, 4.
Don't think Ken will come up too far up the table to have a look at the situation. Further than I thought he would. Caused Ronnie a bit of a problem here. Ronnie's going to have to try and drop dead weight onto that red onto the top cushion without sticking it up. Not as easy as it looks on a TV screen. This is missable, but Ken will be pleased to have the chance.
Again, it was always high, very similar to Ronnie O'Sullivan's attempt, but now it's just the chance that Ronnie was waiting for. Obviously the black is tied up. Will he play for the black? I don't think so.
One.
Got a tricky pink to the middle. As per usual, when you're behind and struggling in a match, you get those little unwanted kisses, so this is missable. Right in the middle. As I said, this is exactly the chance he was waiting for. All the reds in the open. Pink available, blue available. I mean, Ronnie in form, this would be a gimme. You'd basically say set them up for the next frame.
8.
Holding the pink spot with the cue ball. Pink onto the black spot.
14.
Ken sitting in his chair thinking if that red had dropped,
15.
these could have been mine. Could have been 5-1. It seems like they're not hugging the top rail. A couple of shots have gone to the far jaw. I think for a second, Ken thought that possibly the red was in. He started to walk as if he'd potted it, but
21.
they're definitely not rolling in. He may have known he'd missed it immediately.
Meanwhile, this is not the red that Ronnie wanted to be playing. For
22.
okay, still no problem, but he wanted to stay down this end of the table. A little cannon on the red, closest to the pink here.
$28.
Well, back to the wall. You'd expect Ronnie to produce.
Again, you see an instance there when things are not going your way. It's just put those two reds into a situation where they're not potable.
29.
I don't think the one closest to the black cushion pots. He had a little wry smile after that last shot. Maybe it does, we'll see. Certainly after this shot. Oh, he's got to play a cannon. So it's hard work at the moment.
This is a very thin cut.
35.
Frame ball. It's there.
36.
And he's very relieved, Ronnie O'Sullivan, to get this frame on the board. That red was, we've seen a shot earlier on, that pink was
42.
definitely pulling towards the left knuckle there at dead weight.
Yeah, I don't think the
43.
top slate's absolutely set level. 5 slates on a table. Seems like it's pulling away from the top cushion a fraction. Not much.
48.
Not much of a tweak needed by the table fitter, but worth checking.
50.
Yeah,
53.
obviously in matches like this every frame is important, but the next frame is huge for Ken Doherty. If he can get to 5, need 1 for victory.
57.
You'd have 4 bites at the cherry to win the match. Ronnie pulls it back to 4-3.
62.
Well, you would have to favour him to go on and win the match, but it'll be a very relieved Ronnie O'Sullivan
68.
at the moment. He's got the chance he wanted. He's pulled 1 frame back, but he still trails Ken Doherty 4 frames to 2.